Well, the final game of the regular season is on us in the NRL for 2018. Welcome to Mount Smart Stadium for the Warriors-Raiders game. So many talking points heading into this one. Can the Warriors secure a home playoff match? To have any chance of that, they need to win this game and have some other results go their way. Regardless, it's a huge night for one individual in this Warriors team, which we'll get onto in just a moment. Yes, hello everybody. Glenn Lama with the call alongside Daryl Halligan, Justin Morgan and Monty Beetham's sideline. And thankfully the weather has cleared up a little bit as we pop into the Raiders dressing room for their last game of the season. Brad Abbey is the fullback, Jordan Rapana, Nick Kotrick on the wings. Michael Oldfield and Joseph Leilua are in the centres. Blake Austin and Sam Williams are in the halves. Back row of Josh Papali'i, Josiah Soliola and Elliot Whitehead, who's only missed 10 minutes of game time this season. Dunamis Lui, Josh Hodgson, who's the captain, and Shannon Boyd is the front row. Gula, Paulo, Havili and Bateman on the interchange for the Canberra Raiders for this game. We're going, Daryl, for their third straight win here at Mount Smart Stadium. Bouncing off the back of two pretty good wins too against the Sydney teams that are really prying for the premiership in South Sydney and also the Roosters. I really like the look and have done all year of their right edge, but it's their left edge that's really come to light with the likes of Nick Kotrick and Oldfield in the last couple of games, which has caused most of the damage. Let's have a look at the Warriors team. There is one late change, but no change to the back three of Tuivasa-Sheck, Maumalo and Fusi Tua. Peter Hicker retains a spot in the centres with Solomoni Kata on the left edge. Mason Lino fills in for Blake Green again at 6. Sean Johnson is the halfback. Simon Mannering in his 300th game. Adam Blair and Tohu Harris in the back row. Bunty R4 comes in to start ahead of James Gavitt, who's not playing in this game. Isaac Luke and Ignatius Parsi complete the front row. And here's the interchange. Tavanga Papali'i Pulu and Chris Sartai comes in for game number 13 in his NRL career. So much to like about this side when you think the back five this year have all played 20 games plus and they've been in superb form. And then up front, well, when Stephen Kearney had James Gavitt pull out yesterday, he looked at his bench and he didn't have a front rower on it. So Gerard Beale gets pulled in this one, and Chris Sarte, who only plays in the middle, and that's where you'll see him. Yeah, we've had some heavy showers since mid-afternoon. Justin Morgan, good evening to you. How's the condition of the field? Yeah, it's very, very wet and looks very slippery, as you can imagine, the amount of rain that we've had. We're expecting some more showers as the night rolls on. But there's a real sense of excitement down here, not only the fact that it's Simon's 300th game, but this mood is very different to the last games of the last few seasons. This Warriors team are in the playoffs. There's a real level of excitement amongst everyone at the stadium. Well, Josh Hodgson about to lead out the Canberra Raiders. He won't have fond memories of his last visit here. He ruptured his ACL, his knee ligaments, playing for England in the semi-final of the World Cup against Tonga. Hopefully, it will be a much more pleasant experience for him here. Lots of New Zealand and Warriors interest here. Of course, Brad Abbey comes back, where he was such a good juniors player. Same with Havili. Here come the Raiders. Josh Hodgson's been an influential figure, Daryl, as he's returned from that knee injury for this club. Yeah, part of the reason why Canberra played a lot of their best football at the back end of the season is because of his return. He missed the first 11 games this season. And although he trained all of those games and was basically available to play, the medical staff wouldn't allow him. Also a really big welcome to Sia Soliola, only his second return in 10 years. Well, it's a big night here for this club. Been going since 1995. We're about to welcome on to the field for the 300th time for this club, Simon Mannering. Capacity crowd here at Mount Smart for this game, 25,600. Here comes Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, the Warriors captain. Big occasion for the club. as the team set up a guard of honour. And here he comes, a true New Zealand sporting legend. It all began for this man on this ground back in June 26, 2005, 13 and a bit years later. He comes onto the field for the 300th time, the first time the man has played 300 games for this club. Congratulations, Simon Mannering, the true definition of what it is to be a Warrior. Great to have his family share this moment with him. Wife Anna and sons Zeke and Jack.
And a fantastic Simon Mannering arrived here in 2005, and generally footballers arrive at football clubs and it's the football club that shapes them into really good people. But this guy already arrived at the club a good person back in 2005, and now the club's had the privilege of having the character that Simon Mannering is as part of their culture. They've been blessed.
Well, it's down to business. This man, Simon Mannering, won't care that it's his 300th game now. All about the win for Simon Mannering. All sorts of equations at play here for the team in black. They might win this game and still only finish 8th in the NRL, but a win might just get them back on this ground next week. Final regular season game is underway here at Mount Smart Stadium, and it's going to be the Raiders with the first possession. And Shannon Boyd is met by Simon Mannering and driven back with some interest as well. Welcome to Mount Smart, Shannon Boyd. That was a Simon Mannering special. Very keen defence early on in this match. His first 2 tackles from Passy and Blair that time. Whitehead. Now, Elliot Whitehead has played the whole season other than 10 minutes. He's missed just 10 minutes of this season. That is quite an outstanding achievement for a back rower. Josh Papali'i.
Don't milk it, Josh. Just play it. Go for it.
Inside the half here of the Raiders, as they're not going to be getting close to their halfway line in this first set of 6. That's a good defensive set in heavy conditions here at Mount Smart. As Austin puts the kick down and Tuivasa-Sheck.
Nice and safe from Roger. Big high kick from Blake Austin. Not a lot talked about the kicking games of both of these sides in the lead up to this match. Will play a big part in it for the Raiders, of course. Austin, who just cleared the ball then, the main kick. Sam Williams doesn't kick long, but Hodgson out of dummy half. Very dangerous.
Yeah, that last match earlier on in the season, way back in March, was a thriller. 3 field goals in that game. The Warriors getting out of jail. What has ended up being a very, very important win for them.
Good yards from Hiku. Here comes Mamalo.
He was very quiet last week, Kim Mamalo. The Warriors still won by 20 points against the Penrith Panthers. Luke plugs the short side. Here's Tuivasa-Sheck. That defensive line didn't come up too effectively that time for the Green Machine. Warriors inside the 30. Johnson kicks for Fusi Tua. Kotrick has dropped it. That's a knock on. It's going to be Warriors ball.
It was just a hang time here. It just didn't seem to want to come down this kick. Have a look, Sean Johnson. There's plenty of time to execute, and up it goes. And here, Kotrick, well, he gets up just a fraction too early. And then the hang time of the football eludes them both. I thought it went backwards. So the ruling here, rather interesting.
Yeah, the Raiders may be a little unlucky.
Watched in the pre-game, sorry Glenn, and Nick Kotrick actually dropped the ball in the warm-up as well, so not easy here with the slippery conditions. The lights, been good too. What about this kid debuted as a 17-year-old? Still only 19.
What a season he's had. He's leading the NRL in tackle busts, 130 for the season. 12 tries as well. Hasn't missed a minute for the Raiders this season. Fusi Tua. Good to bring him in off the wing there. Nice variety off the scrum for the Warriors early in this match.
Hold. Go. 1.
R4. Getting the start. No James Gavitt in this game. Four being a fixture off the bench this season.
Up, Shannon. Straight, Shannon. Wait. Go 2.
Luke. Pass he used as a decoy. Lino. This is Mannering. It'd be so special if Mannering can get over for a try in his 300th game. Lino. Passy again. Remember, he scored the first try last week against the Panthers. Oh, he's passed it straight to Shannon Boyd.
Move now. Here we are, left side. Make it hold.
Offload was on,
Go.
but it was just straight to Shannon Boyd, who was somewhat loitering in the wrong place. This is Jordan Rapana.
Move now.
Rapana in his 21st game missed 3 games with a hamstring injury. Ooh, and that Hodgson looked like he might have just knocked it on, but the penalty has come to the Raiders.
Joey. Up there, mate. Joey, Josh. Up there, mate.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra work over the top of the play, the ball from Bunty Arfar. Let's have a look. This is the offload. Yeah, it was on. What are you doing there? He says.
Shannon Boyd was really strong last week. He was influential for the Raiders winning their performance against the Rabbitohs, where they came back from a 12-point deficit in that game to win.
Hold.
There's another one who was influential last week. That's Whitehead.
Hold. Release.
Both back rowers were very strong.
Hold.
Soliola
Go 1.
had a big game last week as well. You see him Mannering go way back, don't they? Boyd. Slowing the play the ball down well there. Effectively, 4 Warriors players.
Go 2.
Hodgson. Williams. Abby's up from fullback. Leilua. Solid tackle that time.
Come back and hold, Tahu. Hold, mate. Go 3.
From Solomoni Kata. Rapana. Snipes from dummy half.
Move together. Hold.
The Raiders would love an early try in this match. As Williams kicks on the 5th tackle. What's that played at? Still the 5th tackle. So Whitehead will settle it down for one last play. So it wasn't played at by the Warriors,
Last tackle.
according to the officials. Last tackle.
Go. Bunty.
Leilua punched the short side, and he's overcooked that, has he? Yes, he has. We're back to the 20 for a 7 tackle set.
Go to the 30, Hendo.
They so chance their arm on this right edge with Jordan Rapana and BJ Leilua. It's normally a 1-2 punch out of dummy half, and they'll carve you up. So they'll put little kicks in, and then they'll chase. This is Mamalo. Good post contact meters there from Kent.
Yeah, outstanding there from Malmalo. I mentioned earlier the Warriors won by 20 points last week, but Tuivasa-Sheck and Malmalo had been gobbling up the meters. They actually fairly quiet games.
Go 1. Just play it on the mark, Peter.
Harris, he was immense in the first half against the Penrith Panthers. We'll have to find out how he's going to back up in this game.
Go 2.
R4. Good run from Bunty R4, who's on the 40.
Go 3.
Isaac Luke. Here comes Lino. Kicks early in the tackle count. Tuivasa-Sheck chases. It's a well-weighted kick, and Brad Abbey can do nothing but force it dead.
Great play there from Mason Lino. Saw that the fullback was a little bit out of position, chipped it over the top, had perfect weight, and the captain chased it for a repeat set of 6. It's been a nice start here from the Warriors. Nice and aggressive with their defence, and a really good finish to a couple of sets.
Good identification there that Brad Abbey had actually shifted over to the left, and it took him a long time to turn and chase and change direction to get back to the right, which gave Mason Lino just a little bit of extra time. Weighted the kick perfectly.
The 3 players are playing their last game for the Raiders in this match. Man, he's just kicked the ball. Blake Austin is one. He's off to Warrington. Junior Paulo will see off the interchange R4.
Right into big Josh Papali.
Yeah, that was really
Bunty Ulio R4.
Yeah. And I think Papali, points decision on that occasion. Excellent post meters made there. Of course, the other one is Shannon Boyd. He's off to the Titans, so all those 3 players in the Raiders, all their last game. Mannering.
Strongest tackle.
Well to hold the ball there. That's a good tackle from the man I was just talking about, Shannon Boyd. R4. Strong start to the game. That's already his 4th carry.
Go for
in the first 8 minutes. Tuivasa-Sheck. Here's Malmalo. Great tackle from Papali. Absolutely hammered it. That was a try saver, and it turned over possession. Now what's happened here?
Was it what? It's not standing square at marker, I think. Or is it a knock-on? Let's have a look here. You're right, the tackle from Josh Papali on Big Ken Mamalo. There's 120 kilo on 120 kilo there. It's a quarter of a tonne.
Hey, mate.
It's a good line too. Brought him back under. Tuivasa-Sheck. Change your footwork on these slippery conditions. And then out of dummy half, Jordan Rapana gets a bit of a, maybe a Cumberland throw from Isaac Luke. Loses the football.
Pull him in tight, Josh.
It's a really good tactic, that change of direction in these conditions, and also against a big forward pack. So we might see those tactics employed by the Warriors continuously as this night goes on.
Yeah, it could really work out in the Warriors' favour. That's a good point, Justin.
Just for the people at home, Louis, I've obviously ruled that Isaac Luke has ripped that football out in a one-on-one strip from Jordan Rapana. Hence Canberra get the scrum.
Boy, met solidly that time from Carter. Yeah, the shoulder contact from outside the stadium.
Go through.
Hodgson. Papali has made a superb start for the Canberra Raiders.
Mason off the ball.
Been terrific in these first 9 minutes. Louis. Made every game this season for the Raiders. Mixture of interchange and starting, of course, as Williams came off their line pretty well there, Canberra, as Tuivasa-Sheck brings it back.
Let's head it back. The forward pack of the Canberra Raiders, outside of Dynamis Louis, are all internationals. I mean, 3 Australians, a Kiwi, also Josh Hodgson and Whitehead in England.
Of course, another English player, John Bateman's going to Canberra next season. So they'll have 3 English internationals in their team next year. Hiku.
Go through.
Luke. Pasi. Not the fact too, Daryl, that the field markings in this game, as Luke goes for a 40-20, but he hasn't got enough gas on that one. As Kotrick runs back. We don't have a 30-metre line in this game tonight. It's a 300.
Keep an eye on this man here, Nick Kotrick, born and raised in Canberra. Good kick from Isaac Luke. Canberra struggling to get back on side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their forwards still not yet on side.
Adam out of there, mate. Release now. On the mark, mate. On the mark. Hold. Go, 2. Ignatius.
Struggling to get back.
Adam, get up. Come on, mate. Wait here.
Hodgson waits at dummy half. Off Michael Oldfield's play the ball. There's an early kick. Has that got the angle on it for a 40-20? It is a terrific kick. It is superb.
40-20 loads.
Great stuff from Sammy Williams.
Scrum.
He had no one back that was going to cart the ball forward. The forwards had only just got on side. But a massive big opening to the left-hand side. Doesn't kick the ball that long either, Sammy Williams. Gets a good roll on it. Tuivasa-Sheck trying to get there.
On the 10. Very good work.
Very intelligent footballer, Sam Williams. Maybe lacks a little bit of natural speed, but his vision and his ability to read the game is very good. He's an excellent communicator out on the field as well. So since he's been in that number 7 shirt, he's really settled this Raiders team down. And as you've already mentioned, introduction of Josh Hodgson back into the team. They're a very formidable team.
Just getting in time before the shot clock expired. Kotrick. He's a real handful. Big chance here for the Raiders. Here on Mount Smart. In Mannering's 300th. Louis. Harris goes low on Dynamis Louis. Hodgson. Short pass this time, and that's a try! It's a try, and it's a deserving try for Josh Papali'i, who's made a terrific start to this match.
I love the work of Josh Hodgson out of dummy half. His ruck recognition and selecting the right options. It's nearly impeccable. Knows the big man's coming. Not an easy pass, actually. Catches the ball behind him, does Papali, but that actually helps him in the twist and the turn when it all started with this 40-20 from Sammy Williams. Tuivasa-Sheck just couldn't get a play at the football, and then look at that. One-on-one with Sean Johnson. It's a little bit of a mismatch, but this is great work from dummy half. Picking up his front row, catching the ball at the contact line. and just a swivel.
Well, talk about taking your opportunities, Justin Morgan.
Josh Hodgson, he's been the try passer for 4 or 5 tries like that in the last month of football for this Raiders team. It's a part of his game that's really evolved as he's matured. And he's hit some of those big men. Papali on that occasion. He's hit Boyd a few times. Soliola scored tries like that. So it's very, very hard to defend on your line when you've got a dummy half that often takes the right option. And this plays right into the Raiders' hands. Their big men get a nice rest now, recharge the batteries, and again, ready to win some metres down the middle of the field when they get the ball from the kickoff.
Well, Williams converts the try at 6 points to 0. Monty Beetham, what's your thoughts early in this match?
Well, I tell you what, I think the Canberra Raiders have been the informed side of the competition in the last couple of weeks, but they did look a little bit disinterested. There was an arm wrestle early on, but with a try like that now, all of a sudden it gives you a shot in the arm and it gives your team a little bit of impetus to go back and play really well. Watch out for the side. We know when they get the roll on, the Green Machine is a very hard team to stop.
Well, Josh Hodgson, his 11th game this season, and he's already got 13 try assists, Daryl. Very good stat for him.
Stay behind.
You've really got to see the character of the Warriors step up here. In the next 10 minutes, they have to play the football and play the football inside the white lines. Go back-to-back sets with this Canberra side and tire them out, because they were fatigued before they scored that try.
Well, they have been behind and conceded the points in many games this season, the Warriors, the first points in a game. And in many of them, they've come back and won them. Let's see if that trend continues. Soliola.
Good tackle down low, Peter Hiku.
Go 3.
Number 40 are the Raiders. Oldfield plays the ball. Again, an early kick in the tackle count from inside the 40, this time from Austin.
How are you, Hendo?
Quite deliberate strategy employed here by the Raiders.
It's good, isn't it? Turn the opposition around on a night with the ground a little bit wet, slippery, a bit unsure of your footing. Possibly pick up a loose carry and tackle 1 or 2 coming out of their own end. This is Mamalo.
He was hit hard again. That's going to be a penalty against Dunamis Louis.
Hasn't he grown in stature, Ken Mamalo? Congratulations on the birth of his first as well.
I'll come through, mate, okay?
Really is becoming an imposing figure.
Well, he celebrated this week by a contract extension, of course. He'll be at Mount Smart here until the end of the 2022 season.
Just missed 2 games this year as well. Ken Mamalo.
That means Fusi Tua, who's here till the 2023 season, Tuivasa Shek, who's here to 2022. Back 3 is locked up for some considerable time now for the Warriors going forward. Why not after the stellar season they've had? That's a good run from our 4. We'll relish this opportunity to get a rear starting shot in this game. Lino. Tuivasa Shek. Blair. Offloads the ball effectively to Lino. Got a try last week. We haven't seen Sean Johnson too much in these early stages, dictating like he did last week against the Penrith Panthers. Passy.
Go 4. Well done.
Luke again. Here is Johnson. Good hands from Tuivasa Shek. Really easy defensive play, though, that one for the Raiders as we come to the last tackle. Kick's gone slightly askew, hasn't it? Now Malo has run out of pasture on that far side.
Yeah, that was a poor kick from Sean Johnson. Nowhere near the target zone, which is 5 metres out from the try line. But if you watch the Canberra Raiders and the way they're defending, they're offering you plenty of metres in and around the ruck. So the A and B defender each side of the ruck is actually offering you to go there. And what's that doing is actually making the Warriors second guess whether they want to take that space right through the middle or they actually want to play out wide.
Wait till he plays it. Wait. Goal. No tackles. Thank you.
Solid start for the Raiders. Remember, Josh Papali got the try. Sam Williams the goal. Really in this match.
Go now, mate. Come on. Hold, Roxy. Go.
Louis plays the ball. Here is the try scorer. Right on the 40.
Adam, get him out,
territory.
Played 9 tests for Australia, Papali.
Of course, he played in the World Cup for Samoa. On this ground against the Kiwis last year too, Josh Papali. Now, Soliola. Williams plays. the touchline again. The kicking game's been spot on so far, the Raiders.
That's their tactic. They want to slow the game down, get a breather when they can. They don't go end to end. Sammy Williams has been drilled by coach Ricky Stewart, saying you'll find touch with your kicking game here tonight, Sammy Williams.
Oh, Boyd, he's been a trooper, isn't he?
Let's go,
For the
fellas,
Raiders
you're on
over
the
the
clock.
last few years.
Come on, boys, work
It's
it.
his 111th game and final game for the Raiders before he moves to the Gold Coast next
15
year.
seconds, come on.
They only
Arms
just
around,
got the
arms around,
scrum
Michael, arms around.
before the hooter, the very last one, and now we're going to get to within 5. That's how slow the Raiders want to play this game.
Let it in. Out.
What can the Warriors do?
Get up.
They need to lift their intensity. Cutter. Look for quick play the balls. To increase the pace.
20 minutes gone, and it's Solomoni's first hit up with the football.
Yeah. R4.
Hell now, off the arm, Marcus square. Go. Shannon.
Very active Mannering. Johnson. There they go. We're going to fall for that one. The Raiders, like the Panthers did last week. Hiku. Grabs 10 metres from dummy half. Nothing spectacular from the Warriors in this set so far.
Go. Not late.
Reno with the play on the last. Heavy. The junior star here, wasn't he? Before he moved away to the Bulldogs. Now the Raiders.
Yeah, just had 4 games for the Bulldogs in 2 years there. I actually gave him his jersey in Dunedin on debut.
Stand now, Isaac.
Great Abbey.
Now,
Now played 8 games for Canberra.
Rapana. The
Adam, let him up. Together, fellas.
300 you can see it written on the field there. Nice touch to
Go, 3.
little tip of the hat there for Mannering again. Leilua.
Get
One of
up,
the best
Adam.
this season.
Up now. Yes, I'm in here.
Leading try scorer for the Raiders this season with 14. Papali'i. After that try, they're dictating this game, the Raiders, at the moment, aren't they? Warriors can't get any dominance at the moment. There's Austin. Oh, hello. There's a penalty against the Raiders.
This hurts. Is this a momentum swing? Is this a change of pace in the game? Josh Pavali not playing the ball properly. And not to have placed his foot on the football. It's the first one we've seen of these for a couple of weeks. Let's have a look at it. Did he get a foot on there? No, just stepped over it like a hurdle.
You're kidding, aren't you?
The Canberra Raiders defence has been very impressive in this first 20 minutes. Their middlemen, led by Papali and Shannon Boyd, have been very solid in the middle of the field. As we see Jazz Tavanga ready to come onto the field. He could cause some problems for them big men in the middle of the park.
Right, who's going to energise things? Crowd just start to rise again. They want someone from this Warriors team to grab this game by the scruff of the neck, and that's a fairly decent attempt at that by Ignatius Pasi. Good run. Luke. Tuivasa-Sheck. Cutters in the hole, and Cutter scores!
I'll have a try. Just confirm it's a defensive decision that brings the Raiders player in.
Ninth try of the season.
Lovely work here from the left edge of the Warriors. They're going upstairs.
Just confirm that it's a defensive read that causes the player to come in. Thank you.
Well, we better let the bunker do their work. We can't hear them, but
Ball's
BJ
caught on the
Leilua.
outside of the Warriors lead runner. It's a defensive decision by Canberra to go in on that lead runner. And we've got a grounding by Solomon Carter. Have a decision.
So BJ Leilua just comes in blind and takes the block runner out, which frees up some space here for Solomon Carter. And he's got enough strength and balance post-contact to get his way to the line. Not as easy as it looks on a slippery night to catch this pass as well when you've got players coming at you. Try number 12, is it, for Solomon Carter? A poor attempt from Jordan Rapana, who had the opportunity to stop Solomoni as well, but he too loses his footing. So we called him just the one touch after 20 minutes. The second touch gets him a try.
was a good sparky try, that one. Lit the fuse there. The Warriors' 44th career try.
Shows how far this Warriors team has come this season. Going behind on the scoreboard again, but they remained nice and patient. Got some opportunity through a penalty, some good field position, executed a nice play. Really good work there from the Warriors. Very mature last 10 minutes or so to just stay about their process and eventually get the points.
He had a good day at the office last week, Sean Johnson. 6 from 8 attempts last week.
Pretty similar here this evening to last Friday night as well. Just kicking a little bit into it. Means this ball probably won't have as much draw on it. It'll hold itself out on the right pole.
And just like last week, he hits the posts. So the score remains after the Carter try, 6-4. 18 to play in the first half.
Lovely link work, wasn't it, from Tuivasa-Sheck this time coming up and delivering that play with the block shape.
Yep. Wait for it, mate. You've got to wait.
And Carter having a good season, 84 metres per game. 13 carries. Just under 50 tackle busts for the season. It's a good kick off from Austin. That's going to find the turf. Warriors get the bounce. Johnson driven backwards.
There was a big hole there in the middle of the field. Blake actually eyed this up and kicked it exactly where he wanted it to go. Isaac Luke using the marker.
It was a really smart kick-off from Austin. That bounce could have gone anywhere. Warriors a little fortunate. It's Fusitua. No opportunities for him so far in this game. Peter Hiku made a strong start. Fifth carry. Towards 50 metres. For him already.
What was that?
Luke tries to find some space behind Brad Abbey. Back comes Abbey. Good line run by Abbey there.
It was a good line run too. Positioned himself between Sean Johnson and David Fusitua. Made a couple of good yards as well. So after the long kick from Isaac Luke, do we see Sam Williams look for a long kick again? Early in the tackle count.
Kotrick to believe he doesn't turn 20 until November.
Yeah, wait.
Like a 29-year-old rather than a 19-year-old. That's a great run from Rapana. Really back in Kiwi's selection frame, you'd think. The test match here at Mount Smart on October the 13th. It's a great run from Paulo, who's out there now. We had rights for a penalty there too. We've had plenty of penalties referee or officiated in that instance, and no luck for Canberra at all as Austin kicks out on the full there. Dear oh dear.
Yeah, punching the ball low, trying to bounce it into touch here. Blake Austin just squeezed a little bit for time and space. Jazz Tavanga with his boarding pass. You think these conditions would really suit the game of Jazz and around the middle of the ruck, wouldn't you?
Could be quite a key player again. As Parsi stays out there. Prasatai on the bench for this game, remember, with no James Gavitt for this game. Gerard Beale also not playing, and Blake Green. So some reinforcements still to come back.
Move now! Hold straight, go through.
Luke. Play on as the call as Mannering handles. Mannering runs, looks for the offload. Good little surge by Mr. 300. Johnson. Short pass to Hiku. Oh! Is that the offload of the year from Peter Hiku?
Put this one down in the scrapbook. That is perfect. First of all, the run through the middle from Simon Mannering, who plays the football, and then the shift to the right edge. Let's have a look at it. Sean Johnson, away he goes. Beautiful short ball to the lead runner in Peter Hiku. All the way from Gisborne, that one. Would have practiced it down the beach with half his family members. David Fusitua, try 22. He says, I'll give you something to chase to the rest of the NRL.
Well, give him 5 try assists for that one, Peter Hiku. That was a gem, Justin Morgan.
Oh, what a great play. He's continued from where he left off last week. Set up David Fusitu'a for a couple of tries last week. He's done it again with a magical pass that someone like Matt Gidley would be very, very proud of. Great work there from Peter Hiku. And now David Fusitu'a only 1 try away from equaling Francis Melly club record.
Many would have questioned Stephen Kearney with the decision to continue to play Peter Hiku ahead of Gerard Beale. And I just wonder whether his link play and his interaction with Tohu Harris, David Fusitu'a, even earlier in the year when that right edge was really going off, is part and parcel of the reason. So Johnson, after hitting the right upright with his first kick, it's an even more difficult attempt with his second. Let's have a look from the right side of the field. He drills it just to the right. None from 2 from Sean, but 22 for Fuss.
Well, that was just showbiz, Monty Beetham.
What it's done now, the last 2 tries cuts up, and that man who's just gone on for 22 tries, it brings the crowd into the mix. 25,600 people here to see the Warriors, to celebrate Simon Mannering, and when you got a play like that, all of a sudden they get very vocal, and that's what the hometown support can do for you.
We're never going to get sick of watching that one on the replay, are we? So again, the Warriors in a game this season concede the first points. Come back strong. That's pass he did there. Tuivasa-Sheck. Harris. Tuivasa-Sheck and Hiku have already run for over 60 metres in this game. Here's Mannering.
Show and go. I've always had that, he said.
Oh, we all want him to get over the chalk today. He hasn't scored a try this year, Simon Mannering. Wouldn't be special. Get over for number 64. That is a superb run from Soleimani Kata. Warriors starting to flex their muscles now as Luke gets a high tackle from Leilua.
Just got a little bit wrong here. BJ throws out an arm, and Isaac Luke is collared. Still so much space up and around the ruck. Canberra struggling to get numbers into the tackle, which is leaving basically 1 marker. So it's a little bit of a field day here in and around the ruck.
They're going to run this ball, the Warriors. Stavanga. There's a late offload. Tabanga, the expert at that, is Luke. Rapana says to Luke, taste the grass, my man. Here comes Tabanga. Luke. Passy! Very close to back-to-back tries. In back-to-back weeks for him. Lino Johnson. Canberra have got good numbers over there, but can Johnson create something from nothing? Pretty much got to take the tackle now.
Play on.
Eventually does.
Lost legs, a bit more time.
Up now! Straight! Go forward.
Now the Warriors settle themselves down.
No, one with it.
Mannering will settle it down for the last play.
Go.
Luke, fast play the ball. It's Tabanga.
Last tackle.
There's the last play as Luke nudges it through. It's been lost and gathered.
No.
Well, Matt Chick and the referee says stop play there. I don't know about that, actually.
That's why we're not playing advantage.
Canberra are just so happy to hold off, aren't they? They're giving the Warriors all the time in the world to actually play. Possibly too much play. I don't know whether Jazz Tabanga actually knew it was the last tackle. I know he backs himself in getting the offload away, but it was late. Poor old Brad Abbey won't like this moment as he knocks on. After the offload to Isaac Luke, Isaac puts the ball through, and Brad's having a look where he's going to run with the football before he actually grabs it.
I'm not
I
quite
didn't
sure.
see a knock on there.
I am baffled as to why that wasn't play on, Justin, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got a double knock on. It looked like it went backwards to me. But this Warriors team, when they go forward and direct straight away and then look to go wide afterwards, they're very, very dangerous. Darryl's mentioned a couple of times already, leaving some defenders on the ground. Continue to go nice and direct.
Warriors still have the ball as Johnson. Short pass to Hiku again.
Hold the line. Hold. Go one. Moving off the mark.
Harris.
Release.
To another love another try before half-time here. Luke. Lino. Adam Blair.
Move now.
Blair. Earns a penalty for the Warriors again.
Lazy arm.
Endo.
Just reluctantly not allowing a quick play the football.
Good work, mate.
A mountain of possession here for the Warriors. 61% to 39% in the Warriors' favour at the moment in that statistical category.
Go one.
Canberra can't get the ball at the moment. Lino, Harris, Johnson. Hiku can't grab the ball and Oldfield has it for the Raiders. They survived the Green Machine.
Yep. Gave up 2 penalties, but we're happy to chance it.
Kotrick. Oh, watch him run. Nick Kotrick. Oh, he had Austin on his inside. Didn't pass the ball. Great run from Kotrick. Nonetheless, as Abbey fires it out in the midfield. Not too many numbers there, but Leilua, he's an effective runner, BJ Leilua. Oh, it's defence. No, it's going to be a penalty to the Raiders.
That was great work from Solomone Carter. He is hard to handle one-on-one, BJ Leilua. Even harder when he's got Rapana on the outside. He took him, gave him some space. And then they just deemed that a second effort put him in touch, which was penalised.
Leilua and Rapana lethal, of course, on that right edge. Gula, the youngster, out there now for game number 3 for the Raiders. Just 20 is Papa Lee. Papa Lee going close to another try.
Won't swear, mate.
That's going to be another penalty to the Canberra Raiders. Markers weren't square on that occasion.
Josh.
Back in, mate.
They are going to go for the 2 points here, the Canberra Raiders.
Level it up. Young Emre Gula on for the Raiders in jersey 14. South Sydney junior.
Hugely promising player, isn't he?
Looks like Chris Sarte about to get his boarding pass as well in jersey 21. At the expense of Ignatius.
This is just classic Kotrick, isn't it?
It's a great matchup tonight, the outside backs. Kotrick, Rapana against Fusatua and Mamalo. 4 players in great form, and then throw Leilua in the mix as well.
That's, you know what I was saying about
Absolutely,
down there?
and they're all
Just
slightly different
Make sure that they're there.
wingers too, and have different strengths to their games, which
Where you
makes
are,
it
mate, it's fine. You can
mouth-watering.
adjudicate on this. I should be over there, shouldn't I?
So here's Williams. Yeah, Emre Gula. Keep your eye on him, folks. Just 20 years of age, wearing 14 for the Raiders. A junior Kangaroos player last year. Big future in the game.
So the Canberra Raiders have only spent 35% of the time in the Warriors' half, and the Warriors have spent 65% of the time at the right end of the football field. But 1 try and a couple of goals versus 2 tries and 2 unsuccessful goals as it's levelled up. Have a look there as the man who plays 300 this evening delivers a little bit of a message.
Oh, yeah, it's just like the old days, Darryl. Plenty of leadership.
Time you're on.
Options in that Warriors team with Blair and Mannery and Tuvasa Shek, of course. Had a great season as captain.
Some big bodies, isn't there? Junior Paulo. Wow.
No, he fell to the ground.
Back off to Parramatta
Go.
next season.
He's a big body, isn't he? This is Whitehead.
Jazz, get up. Hold, mate.
All but 9 minutes this season for the Raiders, throwing that test for England too in Denver. And a match in that game.
Keep coming too.
Had a terrific season, Elliot Whitehead. As Hodgson leaps away from dummy half. Good meters made.
Hold.
For the last 4 minutes for both teams here. Can either of them strike? Paulo again. In fact, it's Gula
Hold, lock in. Go.
who plays the ball. Williams on the last.
Blake Josh.
To Vasashek.
Got the team, mate.
No real pressure on him that time.
Well, there's plenty of pressure on Sammy Williams. The first time he's had pressure on his kicking game this evening, and it paid dividends too. Somewhat of a horrible kick back towards the middle. No real purpose.
Move now. Go to.
Harris
Been quiet, hasn't he, Tohu?
Josh,
hasn't really got himself into the game
Hold.
just yet.
Milking. Go
He
through. Move forward.
did last week. Iku.
Thanks, mate.
Remember that offload for the rest of the season, that one. What a beauty that was. Took Fussy Tour into the corner. There's Tavanga. Good set from the Warriors this time. Come off their own line fairly effectively here. Right in position to put the attacking kick, so Johnson goes to the air. That one's very high. There's Rapana, backtracks and takes it nicely, does Jordan.
I was about to say good luck, because that ball was floating and hovering
Surrender
around.
tackle, you play it on the mark.
Oh, what about this here?
Play it on the mark. Wait here, boys. Just wait.
Just not playing it on the mark
Square,
was
mate.
Jordan Rapana.
Go.
Did well to take that bomb from Sean Johnson. Hit the floater as good as he could.
Got here, fellas, off the
Here and
ball.
hold, Jazz. Wait. Go.
One coming through, that's two.
Heavy at dummy half. This is Kotrick.
Sean up!
Over, Peter.
No tackle bust that time for Nick Kotrick. Oldfield doing a reasonable job filling in for Jared Croker, of
Who
course.
was that? Hold. Who? Hold.
Been
Go
another really
forward.
solid season for the
Who was
Raiders
that, Rhodes,
before
to talk
injury.
to?
He curtailed it early. That's Pataligi, the only try scorer for the
Last tackle.
Raiders in this game so far.
Marcus straight, Chris.
Go.
Right, late.
Austin goes for distance this time. Plenty of opportunity for Maumalo to wind those big legs up.
Pushes the go button. He goes straight forward, does Ken. Good take in these conditions. Deep in the second half. Tuivasa-Sheck. A little bit of footwork at the line. Look at that. Still takes 1, 2, 3 to handle him and then put him to ground.
Hold. Hold. No one's on you. Go to.
Fussy Tua. Inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Raiders would dearly love to strike. Coming into the sheds. Lino!
Zero coming.
Wow, get that in here. What a shot from Leilua.
It hurt too. Knocked all the oxygen out of these poor little lungs, Mason Lino. He's still down.
Rapana. Gula again.
It's like being stuck on a railway crossing, taken away out of the way of the train. Big Leilua, wow.
He's only a little caboose. Mason Lino, then BJ Leilua.
Crack. Just worry about your own toes, please, mate.
That's solid.
Tackle two. Who had the ball?
Not the first time he's come up and in off his line here tonight. BJ Leilua.
Second, mate.
The Warriors can use that to their advantage. They scored their first try by getting Leilua to come in and turn in. If they can get the passing nice and crisp and nice and early on the back of a nice fast play the ball, they might find some more space on the outside, because you're right there, Darryl. He does pull the trigger very early a lot of the time. And if they can send some traffic his way and maybe play out the back or some quick hands, there might be some more try-scoring opportunities just on the outside of Leilua.
Sometimes a little kick in behind too takes that sort of speed and impetus away from the defensive player when all he wants to do is come up and in. Finds himself turning and chasing a kick.
Lino, this would be a big blow for the Warriors, of course. Don't really have any cover for him on the bench, so Tavanga would have to go into a dummy half roll, you'd think, and Luke would have to go into the halves.
I thought he had his best game last season. Oh, sorry, last week. Coming into the side after many weeks on the bench and out of it. Played with real good speed. Got good long passes from Isaac Luke, and his tip-ons were great. Got the opportunity to score a nice try close to the post. Here, look at this. Jazz takes it just to the line and got squared up.
Lino looks to be okay. That'll be a relief to him and the team.
Tough as teak.
All the referee did, it seems, was just stop play while the injury was being
Right to go, guys.
assessed by the Warriors medical staff.
Okay, time on, go. 2.
Let's check out those numbers for Josh Papali'i, mate. 70 metres made, 8 carries, and also 27 tackles. He's leading the tackle count and the metres made. 4 past the Kotrick.
Just about to say it's a dangerous minute here for the Warriors before half-time. As Blake Austin sums up the short side and throws a forward pass to Nick Kotrick. So maybe they've negated that minute in the first attempt. Had Fuss, didn't he? Hiku was covering, however.
Oh, yeah, Austin passing it before the 20-metre line. Nick Kotrick catching it in front. That's going to do it for the first half. Don't think we're going to get the scrum set.
Before the clock finishes, guys.
So it's a 1 second differential between the scrum clock and the game clock. So both teams will just wander off at the end of this first half, which has been an absorbing one. One which the Raiders struck early with Papali'i scoring. Back-to-back tries to the Warriors. Kata and Fusitua lead gave them an 8-6 lead before that penalty goal to Sam Williams. It's 8-all at half-time here at Mount Smart. 3 tries scored in the first half. Papali'i for the Raiders, Kata and Fusitua for the Warriors.
They certainly controlled somewhat the pace of the game when they wanted to, the Raiders, didn't they? And Brad Abbey out the back, where he didn't have too many runs in the first half. He'll come under the pump in the second half. Of course, he spent 2 years here in the NYC, 2014 and 2015. And the aerial contest that maybe Sean Johnson can provide for his outside backs here is probably his biggest challenge in the second half.
So just a point on Brad Abbey. I know a lot of people at the time when he left the club, Darryl, a bit mystified that he left. But I think it's been a wise decision as it's panned out over the last year or two, with Tuivasa Sheck coming here and Fusitua, and also Mikem Maumalo, the growth we've seen in them over the last 2 years. Abbey did the right thing to leave the club and look for other opportunities.
Yeah, he got his opportunity there, and he saw Simon Mannering come out onto the football field somewhat grunting and gruffing. Doesn't exactly look comfortable, does he? Sean Johnson, this is the man in the first 20 minutes which must guide this team into the field position to apply enough pressure on the Canberra Raiders to make them fatigue. The holes will then open up and the opportunities will come.
All right, just before the start of the second half, let's go down to Justin Morgan, who has Ricky Stewart with him.
Ricky, a lot of possession and field position against you in the first half, led in 2 tries. Were you pleased with your defence?
Yeah, I was. They had a lot of ball in our end of the footy field, and if we get the same amount of ball as they had attacking their goal line, we'll be right in it at the end.
Thanks and good luck.
So Blake Austin.
Thanks, mate. Stay behind.
All set for the last 40 minutes of his Raiders career before he departs for England next year. 8-all. Here's the score. 40 minutes of football left on Mount Smart in the regular season as Satai is out there to start the second half for the Warriors. Jazz Tavanga. To have any chance of hosting a home playoff, the Warriors must beat the Raiders in this game. If they don't, they will finish 8th in the regular season and will travel away throughout the duration of the playoffs. Luke.
Elliot, get up! Come! Oh, go for it.
On the last play is Mannering. Yeah, that shot at half-time was telling. He's in trouble in his 300th game. He's picked up looks to be a serious injury. Good kick from Johnson. Kotrick was really scrambling for that one.
He's under a bit of pressure too, wasn't he? Nick Kotrick. Mason Lino delivers his own big blow after copping one in the first half. So the first set done for the Warriors, and what I hope they do is really come out and play. And it's been one thing in season 2018 for them, that they haven't ever just wanted to trade sets. They've wanted to play and attack.
Harrison Rapana in the wrestle on that occasion. It's good direct running from Oldfield.
Come to us, Chris. Go for.
But they are pinned deep inside their own half here as Gula is tackled.
Last tackle, Jazz. Marcus.
Right on the 30. So that's right down the throat of Fussy Tua. So this set is going to start pretty much on the halfway line.
It was a good take by David Fussy Tua, actually. That kick was sort of spiralling around and peeling around towards the touchline. He got there early. This is Peter Hiku. Simon Mannering. Wow, there's a statement.
He's in agony. We'll get the word on that injury for you shortly. What a shame in his 300th game to have come off early in that manner. As soon as we'll get an update on exactly what is Simon Mannering's problem, we'll have it for you as Satai hits the line nice and strong. 10th game of the season for Chris Satai. Lino to the line. Here's Johnson. The Warriors looking to strike early, and Hiku has! Peter Hiku in for the try. That wonderful offload in the first half, and he deserved that 4-pointer.
Straight to the spot they go. Have a look at the subtle hands of Shaun Johnson here to deliver this final pass. I was so hoping he'd take control with his kicking game and turn Canberra around at the start of the second half, but he just comes straight out of the blocks and delivers a subtle pass. Lino to Johnson. Hold, hold, hold. Now. I gotcha. Took Oldfield on and got him. Just superb. This is timing from a 5'8" or a half at its absolute best.
Oh, Mannering even struggling to clap there.
Struggling to breathe.
Wow. Well, that was another try assist to Shaun Johnson, his 15th of the season. That has him in the top 10 in the NRL in that category.
We're working really hard around that ruck. We're getting good results. Just some
Johnson's going to line up this penalty, or this conversion. Justin, I think you've got an update on Simon Mannering.
Yes, I do. It's a sternum injury. He's going to get some treatment over the next little while and look to come back onto the field, but he looks in a huge amount of discomfort down here on the sideline.
One saving grace for the Warriors is they don't like to see their inspirational ex-captain, 300-game veteran, as Isaiah Papali'i didn't play any minutes in the first half, and he left to go the full 40 in the second. So Johnson, post with his first, shaved the post with his second. Guides just inside the left post with his third.
Hiku's try was converted, 14-8, 3 minutes into the second half.
You just feel this is maybe on the back of some of that slick passing last week, and that offload in the first half has put Kotrick in two minds. He knows that Hiku can put his winger over for a try. He did it last week a couple of times, and earlier in the game today made him stay out this time, and he took the gap. Good work from Peter Hiku.
Hiku's 4th try of the season. And he broke the 100 NRL game mark last week. Satai, the big body. He'll be back here at Mount Smart next season. Now here's Papali'i, who's out there for Mannering.
Had a great season this year. Isaiah Papali'i, game 19 for him.
2 runs a shit likely there. Yes, don't lose too much. So it looks like Adam Blair has moved into the centre of the field now, so Papali'i's taken Blair's spot on the left edge there, just inside Kata. Harris remains on the right. That kick was a beauty, right in the corner. Kotrick, not much he can do there but take the tackle.
As the season's gone on and on, Isaac Luke has grown more and more confident with his kicking game out of dummy half, and this is perfect. Got the weight just right, bounced it to within 2 metres of the try line, a metre of the sideline, and now this is tackle 3, as Brad Abbey can't make any metres.
Papali'i made a very good tackle there. It's a Mannering-esque tackle. Rapana. Haven't really seen too much of Jordan Rapana. He's lost the ball, Jordan Rapana. Satai's made a very good start to the second half.
Pointing at his mouth is Jordan Rapana. There's so many players around. Was there a little bit of a strike in there? Adam Blair just giving him a bit of the old roughhouse treatment.
Sending the wingers back to the wing.
A little bit
As
extra,
you used to do, Justin.
Yeah.
Hey?
No, I tried to catch Darryl a couple of times. He was too fast for me.
I've got it. I'm tight. Arms around. Josh, see arms around.
It's a long way back sometimes too, that walk.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Ball. Hold there, Blake. Ball. Out.
Well, that was classic Adam Blair, wasn't it? It's Maumalo run straight with Sam Williams. Offside play.
Ken Mamalo's been averaging between 18 and 20 runs a game in the last 6 and 7 games and hit-ups he's just had 7 hit-ups only. There's 2 points on offer. Looks like 2 may be taken here.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Gets them that
That's just not the case.
8 points
Yeah, they
clear.
are, mate, but they're not flopping back on like that, mate. That was bad.
I've got to say, too, from the Warriors' perspective this season, all of the signings that have come to the club, they've had strong years, haven't they? Adam Blair, Tohu Harris, Blake Green. We've seen the improvement in Fusitura Maumalo.
Certainly assembling,
Classy as well.
Canberra.
certainly assembling the squad
Raiders,
Stephen
can you
Kearney
take it back,
wants.
thanks, fellas.
It's built
10
around
metres, boys.
a lot of proven experience,
Take it back, thanks,
a lot of
fellas.
grand final winners, a lot of players that have played deep into final series at other clubs.
Can you take it back?
And bringing that back
You're right.
to what's been a void of finals experience since 2011.
An important kick here for Johnson.
Ricky Stewart still, Sean Johnston pilots this one over for that 8-point buffer. Ricky Stewart still 2 players on the bench to introduce into the game. Saliva Havili and Luke Bateman. Of course, Ricky Stewart unfortunately ended his playing career here at Mount Smart in the year 2000 with a broken ankle.
Not everyone can go out a winner. Mentioned those 2 players we're yet to see from the Raiders.
Time you run.
I think Bateman may be just coming into the game now. Tulu, not seen Reivaha Tulu yet for the Warriors.
Move. Hold. Hold. Go.
It's Isaiah Papali'i. Good carry.
Release now. Hold. Go to.
Tavanga. Got that little shift post-contact, hasn't he? He's got that ability to just swerve and twist to gain more metres for his team. Blair.
Like a sand crab.
Exactly right.
Release now. Go for.
Luke sizes up the opportunities and off he goes. Isaac Luke. Harris. Good metres, easy metres made by Isaac Luke on that occasion. Last play here for the Warriors. Johnson runs, big hole, look out! Satai! It's still alive! Plenty of numbers. Oh, Tavanga's gone the wrong way! Good pass though, Johnson could be on the other way. Harris! Fusitua! Johnson! In the end, it's all ended rather tamely.
It was still on out to the left here. There was 4 Warriors players putting their hand in the air to say, Sean, kick it over here. And now the Raiders come back. Tackle 2, 22 out.
Coming on to
Abbey at dummy half, Oldfield's run. Suliola,
Give room. Hold. Go through.
veteran, former Kiwis player, plays the ball. There's Papali'i. Wonderful first half for Josh Papali'i. Ooh, that was an ear thing, wasn't it? It would have been a fantastic offload if he was able to get that away. Now Rapana, off he goes.
Last tackle.
So dangerous, Jordan Rapana. Whitehead. Well, the penalty's gone to the Raiders on the last play. Can you believe it?
Elliot Whitehead was a risky play. Ended up being a really good play in the end. Warriors not square at marker. And after Jordan Rapana went down a short side on his own, Elliot decided he'd go himself. And gets a repeat set. The tackle on Papali was from Solomone Carter.
A welcome penalty here for the Raiders. There's Junior Paulo on the 20. Just a one try. He scored in the second half from Peter Hiku. Made all it was at half time.
Come back and hold, fellas. Hold. Go. Good boy.
Hodgson. Nice inside ball. Perfect for Junior Paulo to rumble up. Another 5 or so metres. Hodgson again. Williams. Inside was Luke Bateman. Wasn't used though by Sam Williams. He's running an excellent line, Bateman. Still 2 more plays left. Hodgson, good hands from him. Better hands there from Michael Oldfield. Last play for the Raiders. Austin looks for a ricochet off the post. Unlucky Canberra.
It was a good kick. And Abbey was onto it. Also a good tackle on the far side from David Fusitu'a.
2 passes, Theo.
What have we got here?
Jex, you still got it, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'll come through.
Just slowing play as Ken Mamalo wanted to play on. Got a little bit of footwork now, hasn't he, Ken? Do you see that? A little shimmy to the left and he goes past a couple of players. He's added to his game.
Wasn't a bad set there from...
Oh, they can attack, don't worry about that, the Raiders.
Absolutely. And of course, they're the victim now of a 7-tackle set. There's Pulu. Charges over the halfway line.
Oh, no milking. Go to
Luke Johnson. Here's Hiku. He could have offloaded there too as he sucked in 2 defenders.
hold, fellas, hold. Go 3.
Plenty of tackles up their sleeve here for the Warriors as Tavanga settles plays down on the 30-metre mark.
Hey! Release now. Hold, mate. Hold. Wait. Go 4. Josh, you're not there.
Shane Boyd looking to get back into the game as Lino. That would look forward, that pass, and it was to Ignatius Passy.
It was. Lino, a poor decision here.
I'll tip you in now, mate, if you like.
Just a pass too late. Actually did well to take the football, Ignatius Passy. It was well behind him. Attacking structure not quite right. A pump and then even a second half pump before throwing it again. Just took all the time out of the play for Mason.
Quick update on the Raiders. Joey Leilua is off the field with a head injury. He's getting assessed at the moment. Looks like Elliot Whitehead's moved into that right centre position.
That's really good. Keep binding tight, mate. Well done. Stop the shot clock. Yeah, mate.
Wait, Jazz.
Siliva Havili out there now for
Jazz.
the Raiders.
Up now, let's go.
Against his former team. The team he debuted for Havili, of course, back in 2014.
Jazz up.
We are. Wait, Sean. Wait. Go. 2.
And stays on the field, so Havili will be a little running forward as Abbey comes into the line.
That's all right.
Move together.
Up now, fellas. Let's go. Get squared. Use your foot.
Here is Havili. Time hooker, source the current Tongan international hooker. Williams, Abbey again. Good hands out to Whitehead. Whitehead looks for the offload. He's a good player, Elliot Whitehead, isn't he? Doesn't do a lot wrong.
Wait, go.
Hodgson goes the short side. Is that still alive? Could be a try to the Raiders. I reckon that's a try to Whitehead. That will be a remarkable score.
Tackle 6 there. Wasn't touched first.
You're going to have to go and check it, Glenn, but I'm with you.
Mate. It's restarted.
Horse.
After willing the ball to go dead,
no
Tuivasa-Sheck doesn't make a play at it.
Confirm the Raiders' foot on the line when he touches the ball.
What do you reckon?
Foot on the line when he touches the football.
Yes.
Let's have a look at this.
The Raiders' kick chase is cleared as being onside.
Great kick from Hodgson, wasn't it? Tantalising.
He's come from the field of play, and there's no way. So let's have a look. The right foot of Jordan Rapana, and his left foot doesn't touch the ground, so the ball's in play, and he's played at it.
Confirmed Jordan Rapana jumps from the field of play.
I guess is that they're looking at whether that's gone forward.
The ball is backwards with Jordan Rapana jumping from the field of play. We have a live ball to this point.
Solomoni Carter then can't control the football and it's propelled towards that man, Elliot Whitehead. Does he take it cleanly?
Oh, that is remarkable.
There's no touch by Elliot Whitehead in the lead-up, and he grounds the ball in the end goal. We have a decision.
Remarkable try there to the Raiders. And Jordan Rapana take a bow. Brilliant stuff from Jordan Rapana.
There you go, confirmation, fortuitous, brilliant work. Never say the ball's dead. It's Jordan Rapana after a nice little short side move. Elliot Whitehead played 109 games for Bradford before he came out and tried his luck here in the NRL. Let's have a look at it here. Guess who? Josh Hodgson. And then, wow, in it comes, just shifted into the centre role after BJ Leilua is taken from the football field. And Elliot Whitehead
You've only done the one, haven't you?
makes that try 21 of his career in 74 games for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, mate.
Too easy for Elliot Whitehead, wasn't it, Justin? All he had to do was flop on it.
Yeah, a couple of things really stand out for me in that try. Rapana not giving up on the play at any stage. As soon as the kick went through, he put the foot down, chased it as hard as he could, and the nice composure from Whitehead to wait for the ball to bounce up as we see Sam Williams convert it from the sideline. Whitehead, the composure to wait for the ball to bounce up into his arms before grounding it in these slippery conditions. A couple of nice plays from the Canberra Raiders outside men.
Well, it's game on now, Monty Beetham.
Well, sure it is, and I think you've got to be pretty excited if you're a Canberra fan. I thought there was one team that had everything to play for and one team that didn't, but echo Justin's sentiments right there in terms of the push from the Rapana, the athleticism to get that ball back, and Elliot Whitehead to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, 24 minutes to go. Just 2 points to margin them. Back comes Shannon Boyd.
Jazz, go! Hold on, Shannon. Hold. Go one.
Bateman. The Warriors must win this game to have any chance of being back here next weekend. Whoops. Loose carry, no. That's a penalty against the Warriors.
A couple of calls starting to go Canberra's way. Probably went the way of the Warriors in the first half, to be fair. This one here, Isaac Luke, just a little bit of attention to detail over the top, and Luke Bateman milks it for all he can, which gives some more possession to the green machine.
Havili. This will give Canberra a good opportunity. Get right on the Warriors line at the end of the set. Bateman again. Game number 71 in the NRL. More penalties.
Provides good energy, doesn't he, Luke Bateman? Legs pumping. Not the biggest guy as Canberra, as they did in the first half, really want to slow the pace of this game down and actually play it at their own pace. So they decided to take two and in effect level the game up.
While the Raiders line this kick up, you can see there Jazz Tavanga, hands over the top on the play of the ball. Legitimate penalty in my view. Got to give a rap to the Warriors organisation. They've had some great initiatives this year. Tonight, offering $5 or anything that you wanted to play to come to tonight's match. The number of times that they've congratulated retiring players from opposition teams. They've put some really good initiatives in place this year, so they need to be congratulated, not only for their performances on the field, but certainly their front office is making some great strides forward and getting a great reputation for this club.
Well, Williams bang out in front here. Shouldn't have too many problems with it, and he hasn't. So back come the Raiders. They've come back from an 8-point deficit to lock it all up. Remember last week against the Rabbitohs, they were 12-0 down and came back to win the game 24-20, 24-12.
Just to show you how possession can swing at half-time, the Warriors had 2 more completed sets than the Raiders, and the Raiders now have 2 more completed sets than the Warriors. So it's a 4-set turnaround in the first 20 minutes of the second half.
Back comes Shannon Boyd again.
Shannon, just play. Don't milk it, Shannon. Don't milk it, Shannon. Shannon, if you're going to hold him, there's nothing quick. Time on.
Havili.
Together!
There was a period in the first half where the Raiders couldn't get the ball, and now the Warriors are suffering that fate at the moment. They shift out to the right. No Leilua at the moment. Remember, he had that head assessment. So Rapana doesn't have his wrecking ball inside him at the moment. Luke Bateman.
Release.
Very industrious running style as Hodgson kicks really well. That's a great kick, isn't it? Just kept inside Tuivasa-Sheck. I think he's had a tackle bust tonight, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Good play from Kemba Marlowe. Had plenty of confidence to pick that football up and pass. Oh, and now the second pass to Fusatua goes down. So this is a period where it's going to test the resolve of the Warriors. And after the back three, they've been superb this year. They've all clicked up 20 games plus.
Remind them they're on
the
the
last
clock,
3 errors all against the Warriors. They've made 8 errors in the game, which is the most in the last 3 games they've had. They've only just hit the 60-minute mark.
Just an update on Joey Leilua. He will not be returning. I've just seen the Canberra staff hand over the interchange card, so he obviously didn't pass his HIA. He will not be returning for the remainder of the match.
It's a blow for Canberra, but it might not matter anyway as they sniff out and try to retake the lead. In this game, Hodgson gives it to Boyd. Boyd over the line. Has he got it down? No.
Time out, fellas. Time. Let him go.
He's a big man. Shannon Boyd,
just
look at the size of him.
Wait for the whistle. Time's off, mate. Time's off. Right up, Ignatius. Right up here. Wait, Jazz.
Well, this is a big test for the Warriors now. It's Hodgson. Uses Papali as a decoy. Whitehead, remember, got the last try.
No! Release now. Hold the line. Milking. You're milking, mate. You're holding him in. Go through.
Play on is the call. Williams. Havili. Straight hard run again from Siliva Havili.
Go for it.
Hodgson. Williams finds hot space behind the line. Fusatua has it.
Oh, check it.
They're going to check it, I think, are they? The bunker's going to have a look at this one. Yes, they are.
The face of David Fusatua will tell you the answer here.
Tackle 0, Jared.
Let's have a look.
We've got no try. Just confirm it was grounded by the
Maybe
Warriors.
just a little lift of the eyebrows there from Fusatua to his teammates.
Raiders kick chase is cleared as being onside on the left.
That should be no problem. Let's see if they give confirmation.
And we have a grounding in the end goal by Warriors. We have a decision.
Every single fan in this stadium just mops their brow, wipes their brow.
No, Hender, Robes, you stay, mate.
The competition's leading try scorer says no problem.
Just wait.
Line drop out. And it's going to be a short one again.
Position. Time to run. Just what? Kick.
Has it gone the 10? It has. Gone forward off the Raiders, and away goes Luke. Oh! a shocking high tackle, that one. Brad Abbey.
No more of that. Now get over there and no more. Boys, back this way.
If you know Brad Abbey, you know there's no intent there in that tackle. There's just a little bit of a sloppy left arm out to the side. Looked worse than what it actually was, to be fair. Well, he's not the tallest customer in town, is he? Isaac, look. Let's have a look.
What was that, boys?
Skip in the air.
That's the penalty, mate.
Shimmy to the right. Comes off the football. He's nearly got his hands up and says, yes, I'm guilty, sorry, before Isaac's on the ground.
Time off, he's got to go off.
Look,
Hendo.
probably looked a little worse than it ended up being there, Justin.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Isaac Luke's coming off for a HIA. He doesn't want to come off. But you're right, I think it slipped up from the ball. Looked very dramatic. But Darryl's right. No intent in that. Just a little bit untidy.
The crowd are baying for blood, aren't they?
Brilliant atmosphere here.
Hey, Hendo.
And why wouldn't it be?
That's a nice, positive, calm, relaxing, calm talk. Nice and positive.
But in the end, I think the referees have got this one right on as we look at it on the replay. A penalty and a penalty only.
Right, you right, Sean?
It's the protocol and procedure that needs to be followed with the HIA.
Definitely using it to their advantage. The Warriors getting basically a free interchange for 10 minutes. We'd imagine Isaac may have come off anyway, so a free interchange for the Warriors.
So Adam Blair goes back on that. We'll see Jazz Tavanga play dummy half while Luke is assessed.
Shannon, come back!
17 minutes to go. 16 apiece.
Up now, fellas. Shannon, hold. Go for it.
Lino. Johnson. Harris plugs for a hole, but again, there's not really one there for Torquil Harris.
Hold. Go for it.
Here's Johnson again. Pulu. Nice play now for the Warriors. Tavanga delays the pass to Lino. Waits the kick pretty well, and Abbey can't do anything else.
Good work, Mason Lino. Took an internal age for him to actually get the pass as Adam Blair was in the road. Look at this, Jazz couldn't give it on the first throw, and then finds him on the second, a little bubble, and gets the depth of the kick just right.
A couple of great involvements there in that set of 6 from Mason. Straight in the attack to give Sean a little bit of space on the outside, and then that kick at the back end to get another set of 6. Nice and composed play there from the 5'8".
Shot clock, I didn't start it. Time you're on.
It's a good line drop out from Blake Austin. Passing.
That's a better run back. Straight over top of Josh Hodgson and still going. That's a 35-metre run. He caught it on the 35 his own end.
Harris. Warriors looking to finish this game strong. Taipaha Pulu again.
Move now,
Tavanga. Back comes Tuivasa-Sheck. There could be a hole for Roger. Oh, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He couldn't get the hands to a Warriors player.
Sean Johnson got held back here. They need to go upstairs.
Penalty to Warriors. He was tackled without the ball.
Here it comes. Beautiful work from Roger, just bouncing across the play from left to right. And he's trying to find a hole. But he looks like he might have done some damage himself as well. Left leg, lower left leg too.
Thanks, Hendo. Thanks, mate.
Maybe take the 2.
Got a penalty here, mate.
Yeah, Mason Lino is just arguing there. It was a professional foul, ref.
This could be a big blow here. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has been so durable this season. And they set it up as he comes back across the ground. Look at the bounce. He wants to go one. There he goes. Gets rid of Sia Soliol, and then the pass here. And it's Luke Bateman. Wow, to be fair, it's only half a check. I thought it was worse than that. But he did impede him. Let's have a look here. Pushes him maybe off his line. In fact, it was Michael Oldfield.
And Tuivasa-Sheck looks like he injured himself while going to the ground there.
And that's what we've ruled. It was Johnson, mate. We just saw it there.
Don't blame Steve Kearney for being on his feet right now.
I wouldn't have had to blow it.
He'll have all sorts of thoughts going through his head with finals around the corner and the health of Simon Mannering and Tuivasa-Sheck.
Oh yeah, Blake Green and
could be a coach.
Well, Johnson gives the Warriors the lead again.
We've got timeout. Player getting treated. We've got player being treated, David.
Tuivasa-Sheck has his ankle strapped, and left ankle there you can see heavily strapped with black tape.
We might have to get you to keep an eye on him, Dr. Morgan, on the sideline here. Tuivasa-Sheck.
Come on.
I haven't come up with a diagnosis yet, but if I do, I'll let you know.
We'll give you 5 minutes. Here comes Passy again. It's great entertainment, isn't it? Harris. Not much space for Tohu Harris today. They're really giving him very little breathing space. Still up towards 100 metres in this game as Pulu handles again. It's a good carry there from Raihaha Pulu.
Back it up! Go three.
Papali'i.
Move now off the ball! Straight for
Halfway line.
Go for it.
It's Tavanga.
What's that?
It's to Johnson. They kick on the 5th. Looking to drive Brad Abbey right back into his end goal, but Abbey's in good position that time. Lino up there. He got smashed by Leilua in the first half.
Time off. Tackle one. We've got a HIA request.
Brad Abbey, tackle one.
Now, who's the HIA for here? It's one of the Canberra players, I believe.
Mate, it's a HIA. I think it's your guy, mate. Your guy.
I've got to say,
HIA.
Mason Lino's front on defence here this evening has been solid, hasn't it? Luke Bateman is the player off for a HIA. Not too sure where the contact came from.
Brad, back you, mate. Brad.
This is Ignatius Passy. Let's have a look at this charge here. Goes straight into Luke Bateman there. It's somewhat of a ricochet off, and yeah, he just falls
Hang on, mate.
out of the tackle.
Hang on. Stay there, Hendo.
So,
Stay there.
good call.
Mate. Leave a half.
Just been watching Roger in the back play. Looks to be a ankle injury. Seems to be trying to run it off. There is some concerns from the sideline, so I'll keep an eye on him for the next 3 or 4 minutes.
How about the figures? In fact, going backwards here is Saliva Havili, sort of Ignatius Passy, 140 metres.
Yeah, that's an excellent number for him. One of his best running performances of the season as Hodgson goes backwards too this time. Papali'i in there aggressively again for the Warriors.
Hold, just hold. Go for
Williams. Really no space there.
Last tackle, look, Marcus walk in.
And they've certainly been pinned well inside their own half, the Raiders, on that set. Nice defensive set there for the Warriors. Now Tuivasa-Sheck. Didn't he have an ankle problem?
Good pressure from Tohu Harris on Blake Austin there with the kick. And all that he could do was send it downtown. Oh! Havili and Rapana head for Mamalo. They go one side each. Here's Solomone Kata.
Fast play the ball required here. Boyd slows it down nicely for the Raiders. It's Papali'i. Oh.
Up now, fellas. Hold. Go for it.
Here's Tavanga. Lino. Pulu again. He's been strong since he's been on. Penalty to the Warriors right in front of the posts.
This hurts in terms of possession. Ignatius Parsi. Stacey Jones had him by the back of the collar and was dragging him off the football field. Iggy just brushed him away and said, no, I want to continue on playing. He's been replaced now. Says, I'll take the 2. But he has had an absolute storm. Pass from Tavanga to Lino. This is Levaha Pulu. And here, Josh Hodgson claiming he loses a football. Probably had a little case as well.
Well, Pulu gets the penalty. So we've had a lot of injuries in this game, Justin Morgan, with Mannering and Joseph Leilua and HIA to Bateman. Let's not forget Isaac Luke. What's the latest on him?
Yeah, he looks to be okay. He's come back from his HIA, sitting on the bench. Whether they put him back on for the last 10 minutes or so, we'll have to wait and see. But he has passed the HIA.
He looks fairly relaxed, doesn't he?
Yeah. And with this goal being successful from Sean Johnson, we have a live ladder. The Warriors have just got themselves into 7th position on points differential, 1 point ahead of the Broncos.
20-16 with 9 minutes to play. The equation is simple.
Hurry up and get their ropes.
For the Warriors, if you've just joined us, they win this game.
We haven't got 30 seconds, mate.
Have a chance of playoff football here at Mount Smart next week.
Time you run.
All in a day's work for Tuivasa Shek. He hasn't dropped one all season.
He actually gave that one up for Tohu Harris to take and then regathered it himself. It goes Bunty R4.
He's looking for a big finish.
Move now.
He's Bunty R4. Pulu, good hands. Here comes to Kata.
Move. Hold. Go through.
Limo in a dummy half that time is Malmalo. Hits the line strongly as always.
Release. Go forward. You're fine, fellas.
Johnson mucking around again. That's going to land in front of Nick Kotrick.
I've got the 10, mate.
So possession still in favour of the Warriors, 55 to 45. Completion rates
Stand now, fellas.
77% for the Warriors and only 73 for the Green Machine.
Oldfield is smashed.
Hold. Go, work.
He's a tough customer, Oldfield, though. Suliola. Seen too much of
Move now.
Suliola in this game. That's just his 6th carry
Go through, squared up.
in the game. Louis.
Hold. Release now. Hold. Go forward.
Looking to spin it. In comes Abby. Whitehead. Here's Jordan Rapana. Here's the kick in field. Always clever. The green bodies are there. Oh, has Austin got it? Could be a sensational try there for Canberra.
No try. You've got. Wait.
Well, Austin's saying it came off his shoulder. The bunker will decide.
On tackle 1 because it was knocked backwards. We've got try. Just confirm it wasn't knocked on before he grounded, mate. I was well behind.
I reckon he picked this up cleanly, Blake Austin. Seen a fair bit of the bunker here this evening. Got everything right as well.
How good is that from Rapana?
The ball is kicked by Canberra from the field of play. All the kick chasers are onside.
Just brilliant play from Rapana. Put a Kiwis jersey back on him.
So Roger just sweats on the bounce because he doesn't get it cleanly. Has to wait and hits the football. Oh, then hits it into the hand of Blake Austin. And it continues to go forward.
Gee, that's unlucky for Austin.
They've dodged a bullet here.
The ball is knocked back by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. It then is a knock-on by Canberra in the field of play. By Blake Austin, hits his left hand. We have a decision.
It's like playing Russian roulette.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, it was. It was
It's
touched
like
by
playing Russian
Warriors
roulette.
first, which is backwards. So then we've got a knock on Canberra.
Thinking
correct?
that there's a bullet in the
Thanks, mate.
chamber, but when you open, you play the game, and then you open the chamber, there's no bullet there. You know what I mean? How unlucky for that man, Blake Austin.
Still got time out.
There's still going to be some points scored in this game. It's just the way it's played out.
Wait till it's out.
Huge credit to this Canberra Raiders team. Obviously nothing to play for in terms of the season, but they're playing with a lot of pride, and even that chase there from Austin, similar to the Whitehead chase on his try. Huge credit to the Raiders and the way they've turned up in this game.
He's knocked it on, Jazz Tavanga at the scrum. The Raiders are here to win, folks. Don't worry about that.
Would you believe this?
Good focus, Hendo. Well done, mate.
One of the most simplest errors. Evades Jazz Tavanga at the base of the scrum. Let's have a look. Mason Lino puts it in, and there he's moving backwards before he's actually got the football in his hands.
Extraordinary.
Ball, let it in. Ball, out.
Canberra, right on the Warriors line again. Austin. Well picked up by Nick Kotrick there. Good hands from him. In fact, it was Brad Abbey. Dunamis Louis, right in front of the posts. This set of 6 could decide it for the Warriors one way or the other. It's a try to Williams! Sam Williams with a heartbreaker for the home fans. What's going on here?
They've got a lead runner again here.
Jared. You got no try, Hendo?
Yes, no try.
No try. Convert the lead runner makes contact, mate, please.
So here we have Emre Gula going through and making contact with Bunty Afoa, which denies Bunty the opportunity.
Emre Gula,
to
running
get
through as a
across.
lead runner, has contacted the Warriors' defence and therefore caused a disadvantage, of which they've taken that immediate space. We have a decision.
Tell you what, the Warriors have got bulletproof vests on.
Yep.
Good work.
Wow.
Just there, mate. Where you are?
One area they have been superior to, as we see it again for confirmation. It's a lovely step from Sammy Williams.
So vision on the ball here, Hendo.
He's in rare form. This is his 3rd stint at the Raiders here, Sam Williams. Of course, St George Illawarra, he went overseas as well. But the run meters for the Warriors are far superior to that of Canberra. They've run for nearly 1,200, and Canberra are struggling to get to 900. Speaking of run meters, Solomone Carter.
Move now,
Marcy with the back number for the Warriors in this game, 139. Tavanga. 5.5 minutes to go. If the Warriors do go on and win this game, they'll finish the season with 4 wins from their last 5 games. And that one loss was by a single point against the Bulldogs. There's still work to do. That's going to help the Warriors. Another stat too, if they go on and win this game, they'll finish the season with 15 wins. It's one more than they achieved back in 2011 when they made the grand final. Daryl.
So now that, oh, no doubt about it, and that's why they're playing in September. As Bunty Afoa gets a little bit of treatment. 10 penalties tonight have been awarded the Warriors, and just 6 to the Canberra Raiders.
He's had a strong season, Bunty Afoa, along with the other youngster in the side, Papali'i. They've been very strong this year. Really stepped up when they've needed to. Played big minutes at different stages. Very hard for young forwards these days to play an entire season and play big minutes, but those two have really excelled in 2018.
Well said.
Afoa's minutes have increased in the last month or so, getting close to 40 minutes on average. And Asai Papali'i, before he's been used off the bench in the last 2 games, have been averaging 60 minutes, would you believe, for a 19-year-old.
Touch touched on the signings, but the growth of those youngsters has also been a feature this year. Carter.
Can they put a nail in the coffin here?
Tavanga.
Move now. Hold the line. Hold. Go. 2.
Luke back out there. Passy. Interesting call to put Isaac Luke back out there.
Hold, mate. Hold. Go 3.
4 minutes to go. Tuivasa-Sheck. Maumalo runs straight.
Move now.
Nice use of Kim Maumalo on that occasion. Johnson. Lino. Here's Harris.
Last tackle.
Last play now for the Warriors. It's going to be Lino. Maybe Johnson with the kick. There's the nut through for Kim Maumalo. Beautifully weighted again, and Rapana forces it there.
That was just perfect, wasn't it?
Get in position.
From Sean
Get
Johnson.
in position quickly.
What will Canberra do here? They want a chance their arm with a short one. Be their first short one all year, I'd say.
Oh, it's a clever kick from Williams. Very good kick from Williams. How good was that? 10 out of 10, that one. No doubt about it. Old field.
Just now. We're here now. Hold Adam. Go. Coming, mate, on 2. In position.
They spin it through Paulo. Can he get the offload? He can't, Junior Paulo.
Had the arm free, didn't he?
No one running off that shoulder.
Go 3.
Hodgson. Papali'i, who was so strong early in the game.
Move now. Hold. Go 4.
2 tackles left in the set. Canberra desperate to get the ball down the other end of the field.
Watch the arm. Last tackle.
Gula on the last. Hodgson, they're going to run it. They're going to chance their arm. Soliola, that looked forward, and it was forward. Ironically, that was in the same spot that the refs missed that pass a few weeks ago against the Sharks.
Play the ball, mate. Play the ball.
You haven't been carrying that with you for a while, Glenn, have you?
I have. I can't let it go, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, this crowd wouldn't have let it go. Wouldn't have let the refs get home, let alone the touchy if they didn't call that one in Simon Mannering's 300th.
You can't blame me, Justin.
Definitely not.
Hasn't quite got a smile yet, has he, Simon? Still
It's not guaranteed yet.
just over 2 minutes to play here.
This has been a really good game, Daryl. Very competitive, very physical. And whoever comes out on top has really had to earn the win. It's been stolen. What a strip there, what a play from Blake Austin. There comes Louis.
Move now. Hold, fellas, hold.
Dunamis Louis plays the ball. Hodgson to Sam Williams. Papali'i.
Move. Come make the line. Make it, hold. Go 3.
Abby again. Williams. Hodgson. Austin again with a big play. Kotrick.
Up now, Sean. Get up. Hold. Go 4.
Oldfield at dummy half. Junior Paulo's going to settle it down for one last play for Canberra as we approach the last 60 seconds. Hodgson to Williams. Rapana. It's gone forward off Jordan Rapana.
Oh, they made you sweat, didn't they? Right to the end. Wouldn't be high-fiving too early, men.
No
Have a look
way.
at it here. This is a one-on-one strip. Blake Austin. Well, to be fair, there was 2 in the tackle there. Sia Soliola had actually made contact, but anyway, play on. And here's the first bobble from Jordan Rapana.
30 seconds. Solid ball security is going to get it done. As Kim Maumalo got absolutely smashed there. Didn't appreciate that sort of contact. Oh, Soliola in there as well, trying to rattle the ball free. Louis trying to just rip it off Papali'i. Here it comes. It's going to be a win to the Warriors. And they're going to give themselves a chance of playoff football here at Mount Smart next week.
We're playing the ball. Isaac, you're playing the ball. Boys, you're going to play the ball here.
He hasn't called time yet, and he's going to play the football here.
Hang on, boys.
Well, they've been ordered to play the ball, the Warriors.
Come on.
Johnson's going to take the tackle, and there it is. The Warriors win their 15th game this season, and they win a Mandarin's 300. Final score here at Mount Smart, 20-16.